because the wizard too many dungeons and all that.
Hello everybody, my name is Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. As usual with this channel, Steven Universe goes up day of, Gravity Falls goes up a week late. Sorry about it. Anyway, today I'm here to review the Gravity Falls episode, Dungeons, Dungeons, and More Dungeons. Let me just consult my notes. I love the opening where Ford just bursts in out of nowhere and is like, "Don't let it taste human flesh!" It's really nice to see that while having Ford there doesn't necessarily change the dynamic of the show, it definitely does add an extra layer into the mix. And I'm excited for the types of storylines they can convey through him. We see a lot more of the division between Stan and Ford and how that sort of parallels Mabel and Dipper. We also get to see Mabel writing to her parents, which is interesting because the parents just sort of disappear right after the pilot. Can you imagine being their parents and getting this letter that's like, yeah, we have a long-lost relative that came through a portal and now he's living in our basement. Also, all these earthquakes keep happening and gravity is halting in Gravity Falls. Love you, bye. Also, the return of Duck-tective. That was really funny, the whole "who shot Duck-tective" line. Most of you are probably too young to understand that reference, but I really appreciated it. Honestly, I'm too young to understand that reference too, but I'm cultured, okay? I kind of actually felt really bad for Dipper in this episode because all he wants is somebody to play Dungeons and Dragons with him and everybody's like, "Ha! Nerd!" There's also that little crack where Dipper's like, "Oh, maybe I should start obsessing over Wendy again." Those clever writers, they know that we did not like that Wendy storyline. The 90s joke. Oh my god, the 90s joke. Diggity dungeons and all that. I was done. And then Dipper's like, "Oh, living in the 90s must have been terrible." So good. There's also this part after Dipper falls into the basement and he is playing the game with Ford where he just sort of out of nowhere randomly like sobers up and asks him like what has he been doing in that alternate dimension all this time, and the way the sudden abrupt change sort of came about made me think that Bill Cipher was somehow channeling himself through him, like maybe Bill Cipher never left Dipper's body completely. And I know that that's some sort of fan theory because I've seen it somewhere and it just like freaked me out so much because I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. But he sort of just gave like a nonchalant answer, so I don't know like what's worse, honestly. I don't know if he is plotting something terrible or Dipper is plotting something terrible through Bill Cipher. I don't know, but it's like really ominous and I felt it in that moment. I was like, oh god, something bad's gonna happen. We were also introduced to this new plot device called the Infinity Die. It's just a die with infinite options, so like you could roll it and you could roll a 7 or you could roll it and roll death for everybody, so that's an interesting element that comes into play. There's all sorts of meta jokes in this episode, like when Grenda's like, "I'm so invested in the lives of these fictional characters." That was directed at us. Also the, "Dude, he had a twin brother, I predicted that like 2 months ago in my fanfiction." I see you, Alex Hirsch. I honestly still don't know if I like Ford as a person. I get what they're trying to do with him, and I love that J.K. Simmons is the voice because I just have flashbacks to Korra every time I hear him. But I don't know if the character has really resonated with me. I feel like he's sort of like Dipper, but without the likability. So I don't know, we'll see. I really need some more humanization on Ford. I think once he forgives Grunkle Stan, I feel like will be the point where he's redeemed fully in my brain. There's also this part at the end where Ford mentions to Dipper that he has completely dismantled the portal, and my brain was like, oh my god, they're gonna need that portal and it's not gonna be there. And there's also some sort of interdimensional rift going on. As soon as he mentioned it, I'm like, don't tell him, he's Bill Cipher! Bill Cipher is watching you, don't you get it? And that's about it. Overall, I really loved this episode. It was funny. It's sort of setting up this whole new arc of the mystery. And I'm really excited for the new episodes to come out whenever they come out. Disney. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Let me know anything that I missed that stood out to you in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.